Hey, folks, Myron from the Tap Wrestling Podcast. Really excited today. I've got someone I consider to be a friend both in and outside of the wrestling business. Sam Skaggs, the man behind the newest and hottest wrestling promotion in Georgia, Kraken Pro Wrestling. Hello, Sam.
How you doing today?
Oh, doing wonderful. Now, I want to hear all about your wrestling promotion coming up at the end of this month. Am I correct?
Yes, we are hosting our first event. This is Kraken Pro Wrestling. We are coming to the Tift Theater in Tifton, Georgia.
Uh-huh.
The event starts at 7, and we hope to make a good impression on the city, show that we are going to be a viable source of entertainment, and among other community outreach projects we're going to be hosting.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, we're honestly, everybody's so excited. Everybody that I got on the show, my staff, my wrestlers. It's honestly, it's very hard. Good. My heart is full of all the stuff that's going on.
Well, I've seen you all over the state of Georgia. I've
Yes.
met you long time ago. I've got to see you all over the state of Georgia. You've met a lot of people. You've met a lot of positive contacts. You've got a great card put together.
Yes. I've been so blessed with a lot of the friends I have in the state. Not just in Georgia, but Alabama, Florida, some of the Carolinas.
Yeah.
And I got a lot of deep wells to pull from. But so in this area, I wanted to cultivate something because as me, Jay Too Strong, and Prop the Croc, we started, and Brother Azrael, we all started in this area, and nowadays there's nothing here. So I wanted to cultivate and create something that could be the next launching pad for somebody in this area.
Uh huh. Uh huh. Well, that sounds good. That sounds positive. Now, you want to be a viable source of entertainment and help the community and provide for wrestlers in the area. You
Not just
say,
wrestlers, but in terms of we're actually working on a few. I'm going into talks with somebody from the Alzheimer's Association.
uh huh.
I'm working with the college to bring them some types of projects to keep them on campus. Just create some entertainment. Working with the schools with anti-bullying and other things.
Oh, that's good.
And yeah, I'm really just trying to get out there and get the name of Kraken Pro and give something to the community and show that we can be not only a wrestling product but a source of that what's the word I'm trying for uh
Like an
hmm,
inspiration, like a you know.
inspiration, or whenever you go to a wrestling show and it's your release from the normal day
Oh
to day.
yeah, that where you suspend your disbelief and you just sit there and enjoy. That's
There you
that's
go.
where I
It's
was. That's where I was this weekend, man. I got to three shows last week, and I just sat there and I just watched and I talked to my
yeah,
friends and I just enjoyed the shows and that's all I thought about. And
yeah,
people don't get enough of that in their lives, you know.
yeah. You'd be surprised that some people this is their way to get a release
Mm-hmm.
and get away from the day to day.
Mm-hmm.
This is also their way of getting entertainment and seeing some things that are not honestly not normal. And you'll be surprised that whenever I'm out here promoting in the city, and you can't over promote. You can't.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
every time I see somebody new, I'm handing out another flyer. I'm
Mm-hmm.
handing out and telling, I got a business cards. I'm just getting with different companies, different businesses, and just sharing the word. And they're all like, "Oh man, I got kids that love this. I
Oh
got
yeah.
grandkids. I used to watch this stuff back in the day." And just having something like that to share,
Mm-hmm.
and that they know is now there, it's really awesome to see. And it brings me back to essentially my roots whenever me and the guys started and we were doing that grassroots style promotion.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So it's why you got involved in wrestling, and these kids want to get involved and they want to see that. And I know when I was a little kid and I saw wrestling, I got so excited, and it brings out just so much fun for people. And you've done a really good job getting sponsors, from what I've seen, right?
Yes, we have not released them yet because I'm still signing ink and
Oh,
getting things done. I can say that Waffle House is
Yes.
catering my talent
Yes.
and staff. We actually got that locked in today.
Uh-huh.
We have an amazing team over there at the Waffle House with JC and her store,
Uh-huh.
and she has offered to not only feed my talent burgers, but they are actually getting meal tickets and getting a free All Star meal
Oh, my
after the
favorite.
show. And I was like, this is amazing. I'm glad that I'm able to make connections in my city.
Yeah, because that's where I think real success comes from, is being able to build those bonds around you,
Yes,
and get that kind of stuff done. Now, have you been able to recruit a lot of people to work with you in the area?
a lot, a lot. So where I talents talent's full. Talent is coming in droves. The real things that people don't think about is your guy at the door, your security team, and an effective security team. I'm not talking about throwing a T-shirt on a guy and they just watch the show for free. Uh, I have actual people that are trained and able to handle situations where if things get escalated, they're able to handle people
Hmm.
and de-escalate and have good courtesy. I have a good team doing the running, and I got a timekeeper now. You
Oh.
got your guy who runs and gets the gear, uh, janitorial, your sound engineer, your lights, things like that. A lot of people don't think about when they run a wrestling show. They just
Yeah.
think they could just run their cousin or brother or
Yeah.
their nephew, and sometimes those things get botched.
Well, I've
Um,
seen a lot of people pick up good job skills, photography,
yes, yeah,
electronics, production, working wrestling shows that they've taken and but been able to build careers out of.
and that's actually one big thing we're about is there's so many jobs you could get with a wrestling promotion, and where a lot of people don't think about it, but you can learn little skills of the trade and by talking and working with people in this, and you can get better at over time and just see how your skills grow.
Hmm.
And you could, if I'm bringing in different types of better, resources like that, they can learn from them and possibly get jobs. And even if you're some kid, right? If I get somebody tomorrow that's from the high school and they say, "Hey, I really want to be part of this, but I don't want to wrestle," and they tell me, "Hey, I want to be a cameraman or I want to learn photography. Could I get some practice in at your show?" I'm definitely going to give them the shot and let them try.
Hmm.
And who knows? Maybe they might be the next person, like Corey Tatum
Oh
or
God.
my buddy Pete Sigmund. I mean, those guys do a great job at photography. If we can get another great hand at great photography,
Hmm.
oh, I'm down.
Yeah, because that helps. That helps the wrestlers. It helps the promotion. I mean, look how good that just doing the headshots helps an announcer. It helps.
Yeah,
It helps the commentators. Anybody that does broadcasting, they get a good headshot. They get a good headshot for a job. They turn that
yeah.
around and use that for work.
Well, I
That's a
mean,
great
you're
asset.
good at those shots too. Like I know businesses all the time, they're always getting their employees because they're business cards,
Yes.
right? Somebody's face has to be on that business card.
Yep.
And, we got the same old ones with just the text and the company logo. But when you bring in a good photographer, and, yeah, everybody and their mom, they go out and they get a camera, they start taking like baby photos on a blanket
Hmm.
somewhere in a field. That, you know what? That's a person I could possibly hire in the future.
Yeah.
But this person could possibly find their love in their craft and go out and be a success in the world.
Yeah. I think a lot of people underestimate the amount of contribution a wrestling promotion brings to the area. Now, I've seen pictures of this theater y'all are going to be running at, and it looks absolutely beautiful.
It's honestly, I've lived in this city for a long time, right? And I've never been in the theater, but actually going in and seeing the balcony up top
Uh huh.
and the orchestra pit and just the way the seating is really nice right now. They've done a lot of revamping and modernizing,
Uh huh.
and so it's going to be really sweet getting in there. And honestly, it's like putting the ring on the stage is going to be awesome, but I can
Oh.
imagine now the balcony shot down.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna pack that thing out, and those people are gonna be so happy. I can imagine. when
Yeah,
that
and we
happens.
got ringside seats, so those people are going to be like behind a velvet rope on the stage, and the closer you are to the action, that's hopefully that creates a better community right there. So those
Oh yeah,
people want to buy those tickets all the time,
yeah,
and I give them, maybe something cool happens if you're
yeah,
always front row.
yeah,
Maybe you be part of a community. I
yeah,
don't know. Let's see
yeah.
what we can build.
Building those fan bases that are those rabid fans that want to be at every show is so great because we see a lot of the same people all over Georgia
Yeah.
that travel from show to show. There were people that I saw in Augusta last Saturday that the night before I saw in Canton,
Hmm.
that I saw in Duluth, that I'll see in Monroe next weekend, that travel that go down to God, what city was Wrestle America in? That travel for the
Uh,
shows they want to
uh,
see.
it was Barnesville, wasn't it?
Barnesville, wherever
Yeah.
they go to these shows because they love wrestling so much, and that kind of loyalty. People are serious about this stuff. They love this stuff. They
Hmm.
buy merchandise. I mean, I have T-shirts from people all over the state of Georgia
Yeah.
and outside.
I
I
think
have
you
like
have
three or
a
four of
shirt
your
from a guy
shirts.
that I know.
Now you bringing in your old buddy Huckabee or Jay or Proc.
So yes, I could go through a list of the talents right now.
Uh huh.
So I have some younger guys that are
Uh huh.
just starting out and getting their feet wet, and then I have some tried and true, trusted guys I could
Yeah.
call upon, regardless. So I know I got Will Huckabee.
Yes.
I got J2 Strong.
Mm-hmm.
I have Trevor Aon, which Trevor Aon, I cannot
Yep.
say enough. The man is an absolute
Great guy.
beast.
Great guy.
He looks great, is TV ready, and I'm looking forward to see what he does. Let's see, I'm got Trey Shaw on there, the Ripper, Brandon Watley. I got a few great guys coming in. This one guy's coming in, and I don't really know too much about him, but his name is Young Mighty Joe, and
I've
so
seen
he
him
was.
popping up on cards.
Yeah, he's interesting to look at. I mean, he's a Tarzan style guy, and I don't know if he can really speak well, but I talked to his handler, and they signed it. They said,
Yeah.
"Hey, he's cool to fight," and I was
Yeah.
like, "I'm interested. Let's see how it happens. Let's see, if he can't really communicate, let's see how he wrestles. We'll
Ooh.
see what happens there."
Oh.
Um, there's a litany of talent. I gotta. Oh yeah, I just signed another championship match. I got IW's Mayhem title. The first title defense of Charlie Anarchy
Oh.
will be on my show against Carl Hager this Saturday night screen. I
Nice.
also have the Sweat Academy in Albany, Georgia. I signed their champion to have a defense against Xander King. So that'll be Logan Stevens versus Xander King.
Uh huh.
Um, yeah. And the old Sunbelt champion, Justin Case, will be there. That dirty lawyer. I've never met a lawyer that actually, held his word. And I don't, he pays good money because he's a lawyer. But
Yeah.
I also, it's like, do I really have to? But I mean, hey,
Well,
if,
you've got all the wrestling guys.
and
Now.
it's a different take. I can, I got a deep wells I can pull from and from a lot of great guys. And, now I get to cultivate and grow and see how some talent gets to, you know, uh, sink or swim.
Well, you cross the line from wrestling talent to wrestling promoter. Is that a big step for you? How different was that?
Yes and no. So as we know with wrestling, we do the promos, the promotional work, and it's what I made myself,
Mm-hmm.
popular on. And I'm going into this and going out and doing the promotional work with the city and going to meet different people, being a member of the chamber. It's not really new to me because I
Mm-hmm.
was a ra- I'm a ra- I was I'm a former radio DJ.
Uh huh.
I've been in bands. I've wrestled a lot of different places. I've helped host events. And for the longest time, how we were brought up is doing that grassroots style promotion and going into businesses,
Uh
shaking
huh.
hands and stuff like
Uh
that.
huh.
So being told no is not really that hard for me. You know, you get a lot of cold calls, right?
Yeah.
You'll go into a business saying, "Hey, I'm with Kraken Pro Wrestling and I am looking to host an event and I was wanting to know if you would like to come and watch my show." And a lot of people they'll do that little wrestling, you know. Yeah. If that happens, that's okay with me. I try to no sell it, go through and I'll blast through their walls. I'll say, well, either way, if you would like to, I have this flyer right here. Can I put it up in your window so more people can see it? And I'll tape it up, blah blah blah, go. And if it ain't there by next week, it's okay.
Yeah, I've been with the same woman for going on 13 years, and we started our podcast probably about 9 years ago. And her opinions have not changed. I have not been able to sell her on professional wrestling yet. As much as I enjoy it, and spend so much time and everything with it, I'm down here in my wrestling basement. She's up there, and so
It's not for everybody,
no, it's
yeah.
not.
But
It's not. But it's
but for
the
that
people that
paying
love it.
customer that will come, hey, I'm all there for it.
Okay, how your ticket price is good? You got good prices on tickets?
So this show, I do not get to see any of them. It is all the theater. They basically have paid Kraken Pro Wrestling to host a show,
Oh, nice.
and so I basically got my budget from my guys and did what they agreed upon. Oops, and so yeah, basically they paid the fee, and I didn't give them a crazy amount,
Uh,
and they said, "Yeah, we'll do it." And I got it locked in. This first one, I signed my first W-9 form for the first time. I'm
oh.
hoping that doesn't bite me. Uh, um, and it's not bad. I feel like I've heard a lot of good things from the theater saying about the ticket sales.
Oh,
Uh, they've said like a good number right now. I think front row is almost sold. I can tell.
2 weeks out
But there's like 2 weeks out, yes,
in
and
wrestling. That's
yeah.
insane. That's great.
Well, it's not like like it's an 18-foot ring on that stage. I don't know how many seats we're gonna be able to put up there in front row. We'll see. I don't know yet. So let's see, 605. I'm hoping to pack out 605 people in there. That'd be awesome. Will it happen? I will be ecstatic and I will be bellowing from the
Uh
mountaintops.
huh.
If it doesn't, there's still room to grow. And it's our first show. And it'll teach me things that I need to work on and get with. So, I mean, honestly, the sky's the limit right now. I'm riding such a high about, getting out there and promoting that even if I was to fall catastrophically, I'm having fun.
I think that's all that matters. Uh, but on top of that, you're doing a lot of good for your community. You're doing a lot of good for the people around you. I've seen you, and I've seen you talking about all the benefits that are coming from this. Uh, I'm really impressed. I've got to get down there as soon as possible. I got to see this. I want to see how
Mhm.
this is going. I'm trying to get down there this time. If not, I'm going to get down there the next time. I can't wait to see your schedule. I can't wait to see more cards. I, I'm so happy for you. I know you've had a great year. You've had your first child.
Yes,
Uh, he's
and he's
every
a
picture
blessing.
I see. Every picture I see, he looks just cuter and cuter.
Yeah,
Uh, Being a father is something special.
it is.
It's something
It's an
special.
amazing thing,
Yeah.
and I'm glad that I got something growing close to the house where
Mm-hmm.
I'm not driving 5 hours away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, like, I will say that driving 5 hours for like 50, $70 and coming right back home, it's a little like, what did I do?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm glad, and I'm so thankful for those opportunities I was given.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I finally get the chance to turn it around and use the resources I've been blessed with to help others.
Yeah.
Does that mean I'm going to just go all willy nilly and like help everybody possible? No, I can't. There's no way I can do it. But there's a way to farm this and cultivate it and grow something that could be beautiful.
Mm-hmm. And you're going to be providing a lot of entertainment for
Yeah,
people.
we're actually working on right now with the college. They're going to be looking at us doing a semester, every semester type show.
Oh,
Uh, yeah.
that's awesome.
Uh, yeah. If and we're working with a few different programs. And I'm excited to see how these talks are coming in. I may not be able to get April and May, and I'm trying to. I'm really trying.
Yeah.
Uh, but if it doesn't happen, I at least have the ability to say, hey, here's what we did on this show.
Yeah.
Here's how we can improve. Here's how we can provide for you as a company.
Uh-huh.
And, wrestling as, with this wrestling promotion, I'm not just doing, hey, I'm working and trying to get money. It's not a lot of great money in wrestling, but I do want to provide. So if this company can provide, and if I'm working with the football boosters and getting them new gear, if I'm working with the Alzheimer's Association because they got the longest day thing coming up in June or July, um, if I can get with that and make a program for that, I would be ecstatic helping out more lives and changing things for the better.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So we've got the email address right there on the screen to contact you. Where can
Yes.
people reach out to you besides that?
So you can reach out to me personally on my Facebook. If you have me as a friend, Sam Skaggs, you can email the Kraken Pro Wrestling at Kraken Pro Wrestling 2024 at gmail.com. There's a litany of ways. You can also message the page on Facebook, Kraken Pro Wrestling. Uh, yeah, there's a select group of people that you can contact that are the bookers or the people that know things behind the scenes. And yeah, just give them the old nudge, nudge, brother.
Gotcha. And if anybody asks me, I'll run them right to you, man.
That'll
I
work.
could not be prouder of you, and I'm really proud to be a friend of yours. I thank you for coming on. I wish you the best of luck, Sam.
Thank you.
Anytime you need anything from us, you let us know, man. Okay?
I appreciate it.
And I'll
And
be
for everybody that's coming out there, it is going to be March 30th, Saturday, 7 p.m. at the Tift Theater. We have a lot of great things going on with that show, and I'm excited to bring you pro wrestling in South Georgia. Um, and let's see how the world takes it, and let's create something.
awesome. Thanks for joining us, folks.
Thank you so much.